Hey there, Bobby. What's with the very wide impression?
Oh, hey, Hank, not an impression, it's just, I think my voice got deeper because of my biggest balls.
Bobby, language. That's no way to talk about your anatomy.
Actually, Peg, it's scientifically proven that a guy's testicles have something to do with his voice. They secrete hormones that affect the vocal cords. Hey, don't forget the size of my nuts, Dale. They're practically hanging out of my pants.
Oh, Bill, your balls are as small as your penis. That's why you can never win a game of chicken with Hank.
Fuck me, Con. I was just trying to explain my deep voice, not start a nude-size competition.
And Mercedes, Bobby, it's not just the size of the balls, it's also about the sex ability to descend. Remember when we were kids and Earth came down for the first time? That was a voice-changing moment, literally.
Yep, and my voice went from a high-pitched squeak to deep drawl overnight, like a southern symphony.
Oh, you guys are so crude. Bobby, your voice is deep because you're growing up, not because of your balls.
Well, Chitlin, I've seen bullshit puberty just by looking at their balls. It's scientific.
All right, let's cool it with the ball talk. Bobby, maybe you should see a doctor about that deep voice. Could be some ethnosis.
Hank, I read about this in one of my dad's Blade magazines. He said big balls make your voice deeper when you hit puberty.
Damn right, son, it's all in the hormones now. I can't get my hands on some bucket test because I bet that would deepen my voice even more.
Monkey balls, Dale. Man, you're gonna have to do better than that to beat Bobby's natural endowment.
And to think we are all just standing here talking about nuts and hormones. I thought we were gonna fix my car.
Hey, Con, maybe if you focus on developing your own balls, instead of complaining about them, your voice would get deeper too.
Bobby Simpson, that is the most absurd thing I've ever heard you say, and that's saying something.
All right, y'all, enough of this. Let's focus on something productive, like grilling his burgers Bill brought over. A few moments later. Bobby, you gotta face reality here, bud. You ain't gonna make it as a chef.
Dad, I don't even want to be a chef. I just like cooking on the grill sometimes.
Well, Bobby, not every hobby translates into a career. You can't just flip burgers for a living forever.
Why not? I've made a lucrative career out of flipping burgers, metaphorically speaking.
Yeah, Dale's the chef here of the grill. To flip or not to flip, that is the question.
I agree with your father. Bobby, the culinary world is too stressful for someone of your delicate palate. Well, you better start thinking about a real job, maybe something in the oil industry like your old man.
Or maybe he could be a chef for nuclear families like us.
That's so insensitive. Bobby, don't listen to them. You can be anything you want, even if it's not a chef.
All right. Let's not shoot down the kid's dreams, but we gotta be realistic, son. What about being an engineer like your Uncle Joe?
Engineer? I don't know, Dad. Sounds like a lot of math.
Or you could be a mad scientist in the kitchen creating foods never seen before. Delicious delights.
That's it, Bobby. You'll be the next Gordon Ramsay, but without all the swearing and yelling.
Ain't that a peachy keen solution?
Just make sure your phone doesn't give people the runs. When you have a leadership show on your hands, son, you gotta think about the future. You can't just take all your life and hope the fuck it works out.
Hey, God, language, please.
Let's all remember to be supportive of Bobby's dreams. He can do anything he sets his mind to.
Just find something that pays the bills and doesn't involve much cooking heat from the stove, all right, kid? A few moments later.
It makes him see things that aren't there.
Damn these night lights. They're making me see ghosts, Bobby.
Oh, Jenny, it's just a light messing with your eyes. It ain't no cost.
Hank, you've been watching too many horror movies with those boys again. You're seeing things that aren't there.
Yeah, Hank, old buddy, the lights are messing with your head. Maybe you need one of them night vision goggles I got from that info show.
Hell yeah, Hank, those lights are as bright as 1,000 suns.
They're not, Hank. The cause are just projections of your own insecurities. Son, it's simpler than that. It's the government using mind control rays from them lights. They're trying to make you see things. Hank, if you're seeing us, maybe it's time to check your medicine cabinet for that third bottle of antidepressants.
Hank, don't worry. It'll be daylight soon, and all these spooky shadows will disappear.
I swear by the time I get to sleep tonight, I'll have a whole freaking haunted mansion in my head.
That's it, Hank. We should set up a haunted house with those lights. Charge people to see your hallucinations.
Hell to the Dale. We could call it Hank's House of Horrors.
A brilliant idea, as always. My friend Dale, let's make Hank's delusion profitable.
I'll be the first one to buy a ticket. They're the devil of those teenagers who are always loitering around Strickland Ranch.
As if any of you would actually contribute to making our neighborhood scarier. Hank, let's just go home and watch some real TV. The kind that doesn't make you see things.
Yeah. Let's get some ice cream before we go. Maybe some chocolate. That always makes the ghosts go away.
All right, y'all. No haunted house, but maybe a little ice cream will calm my nerves. Chocolate it is. A few moments later.
Because of his emo-looking style.
All right, y'all. What's this I hear about my boy Bobby here being some kind of emo rock star?
Hey, Dad, it's not like that. The girls at college think I kinda look like Lil Peep, with my hair and all.
Hey, Mo, like, those said punk kids, what's next? Bobby's going to be skateboarding in traffic.
That'd be a hoot. Hank, imagine the chaos. Oh, I'm sorry, ma'am. Your hydrangeas were in the way of my grind.
Well, hell if it ain't Bobby the Enigma. Next thing, be slinging black lipstick and writing angsty poetry on Tumblr.
I don't get this emo fan. Why do they gotta look like they just got back from a funeral? That's no fan, it's a live sleeve song by Dairy and real music. Likes top and Leonard Skinner, no makeup required.
Hey, I like Lil Peep. His music was a real trip, and like a Sonic LSD journey.
Oh, language, please. But I think it's cute that Bobby's found his niche. It's important to express yourself, as long as you're not expressing your feelings with foul language.
It's not about the makeup or the looks, Luann. It's about the music and the emotions it conveys. The girls get it, even if you guys don't.
Well, I'll be damned. My boy's a poet. Just keep your pants up around your waist, Bobby, and don't forget to use an engineering degree for something practical.
Right, because being true to yourself isn't practical. Bobby, as long as you're not listening to that Nose 24/7 and holding up traffic with a skateboard, I guess we're okay with it. I swear.
As long as he doesn't start moping around the house like a lost puppy, I'll keep his room rent-free, Hank.
You'll just wait until he starts reciting poetry to the cat. That'll be the day I hang up my cowboy hat and call it a day.
Just remember, Bobby, if you ever need a reality check, I'm here. And maybe invest in some sunscreen. Those emo kids are always paler than a corpse. I'm into that. Can't keep that pesky skin out of the dirt, son. You don't want to miss that costly complexion of yours.
Hey, now, Cotton, let's not be harsh. Bobby's finding his wedge, just like we did at his age. The only difference is we didn't have the internet to help us out.
Exactly, Bill. It's a whole new world out there for our Bobby. And I'm sure he'll handle it with grace and dignity. Most of the time.
A few moments later.
Due to the recent construction.
Peggy, you gotta hear this. The city's turned our street into a goddamn obstacle course.
What in the ever-loving hell are you on about now, Hank?
It's that construction out front. Puddles big enough to swim in, detours that don't make a lick of sense, and those orange cones are just begging for a good kick in the ass.
Dad, can we build a go-kart to navigate this madness?
Not on your life, Bobby. I nearly lost a tire on one of those improvements yesterday.
I heard they're gonna put in a roundabout. A fucking roundabout, Hank.
About time we got some European flair around here, I reckon.
Oh joy! Now we must dance with the demon himself every time we leave our home. Hell, I walk to the store and end up in a different zip code.
You know what this means, don't you? Golden opportunity for me to sell some of my finance devices.
Oh, Bill, please don't take advantage of the situation. They're already struggling with all the detours and traffic jams.
A few moments later.
On a recording he just heard for the first time.
Hey there, Bobby. Okay, buddy? You've been staring at that cassette recorder like it's a UFO.
Oh, hey, Hank, it's just, I recorded my own voice, and it sounds so weird. It's not me. It's like hearing someone else talk when I know it's my mouth making those sounds.
Yeah, man, that's because your vocal cords are playing a sick joke on your brain. 1 minute you're this living, breathing entity, and the next, you're a disembodied audio clip. It's like looking at a photo.
Bobby, everyone's voice sounds strange to them on a recording. It's just the way your brain processes sound versus how the microphone picks it up. It doesn't mean you're an alien imposter.
Partner, it's like when you catch your own eye in the mirror. You know it's you, but that reflection is a whole nother entity.
A few moments later. Hey, Cotton, you okay there, old man?
Put me running over and over what damn money's to hell for being sold.
Let me help you up, Raps.
I don't need your help, boy. I got my pride in these two stubborn legs of mine.
God, let Dal and Hank help you up. You're not getting any younger, and it looks like you really scraped your knee. You're not getting advanced.
Yeah, Peggy, it's not like we're trying to embarrass you or anything. We just care, man.
Cotton, you're as stubborn as a mule with two flat tires. Let the nice folks help you up. Turn your knee to roadkill.
Oh, what a dilemma. Should I accept help from these benevolent savages or continue to bask in my misery on the cold, unforgiving ground? Fuck all of you and your help. I'll get it when I damn well please.
Cotton, he's turning red like a lobster on a Barbie.
Oh, well, that's not just embarrassed. We should all be more sensitive.
Cotton, come on, man. Let us help you up. You're not going to get any younger, and your pride isn't going to heal your knee.
Fine, but only because you folks are making me look like a goddamn fool for not accepting help in the first place.
A few moments later. All right, y'all, gather round. There's something fishy going on here. A car from another dimension or some such nonsense is headed our way, and it intends to run us all over.
Oh no, not the car from Breaking Bad. Is it bad, Dad?
A few moments later.
To make some extra cash.
Aggie, what the hell are you doing? Putting my swipping videos on OnlyFans. That's not appropriate.
Oh, come on, Hank. I'm watching those reality shows with all those wives and their Instagram scams. I'm just keeping up with the times. Plus, we're making some extra cash.
Mom, that's so wrong, but it's also kinda cool. I mean, Dad's a viral sensation now.
Hell yeah, Access Wappers are the new frontier in digital content. I'm surprised it took this long for him to become an internet darling.
Yep, and those videos top-notch swipping, if I do say so myself.
Oh, this is vile. You are exploding, Hank. Personal hygiene running for profit. This is against every cultural norm we hold dear. I don't care what y'all are saying. If it puts a few bucks in my pocket, I'm all for it hanks in here, and here's the deserves to be paid.
Did you at least get my permission before posting my meticulous toilet cleaning techniques online? Because if you didn't, you've got a whole other set of problems here.
Oh, Bill, I'm sure it was just a mix-up. Besides, think of the opportunities this could bring. It could be the next big thing in domestic sanitation influencing.
This isn't what I signed up for. Peggy, take those videos down right now.
Hank, honey, it's just a little side money. And let's face it, your technique is flawless. It's almost hypnotic.
A few moments later. What in the hell are you talking about, Cotton?
Well, son, I was trying to explain to your wife that my boy parts ain't what they used to be. My swimmers, they're like pipe cleaners. They're no pet, no get up and go.
Oh, God. Cotton, we didn't need to know that.
But, Grandpa Cotton, what does pipe cleaner mean?
Yeah, Cotton, lay it on him. Explain the bird and the bees again.
Oh, hell, it means my sperm all week like a pipe cleaner. They don't swim right.
Cotton, I'm not a doctor, and we sure as hell don't need to be discussing your personal issues in front of the grandkids.
You know, Cotton, if you want to talk about your shortcomings, maybe keep it above the belt.
I can help with that, Cotton. My friend has a little something for that situation.
Well, maybe there's something new out there, Cotton. You know, with signs and stuff.
Say so, well, I reckon that's a ticket. Hank, you got any smarts to fix my plumbing issue?
Cotton, I'm not touching this with a 10-foot pole or a pipe cleaner, for that matter.
This is the best day ever. Grandpa's got a wiener woe.
Can we please change the subject, preferably to anything but Cotton's condition?
A few moments later. Hey, Bill, I heard you tried out that new porn thingy. What's the deal?
Hank, my man, let me tell you, it's like stepping into another world. Like I was right there with her and stuff.
Did it make your head spin around like a helicopter?
No, but it did make me feel like the king of the hill in a whole different way.
Bill, you didn't spend our hard-earned money on that smut, did you?
No, thanks. It was a demo at the mall. I would recommend this to anyone who is living and breathing.
Living and breathing. My ass. That's a one-way ticket to Bonatown. Population view. Hell, if it keeps the girl away, come in.
Oh, Bill, you're such a kidder. You mean you didn't get lost in there and forget to come back?
Hell to the no, partner. I was home before the credits rolled. Gotta love that instant replay feature.
Man, I can't believe you just said that out loud. Now I gotta go wash my ears out with bleach.
Son of a bitch, Bill's been to virtual porn Valhalla and came back with tales of wonder.
Great. Now, I can't get the image of Bill in for porn out of my head. And I was having such a good day.
Hey, Bob, you ever tried that stuff?
Ooh, Dad, that's so gross.
Oh, come on, Bobby. It's not like that. It's just a new way to experience things.
Experience what? Joel, the sweet embrace of virtual reality tale.
Con, you're right. But yeah, something like that. It's the future, my boy.
The future is looking mighty fine in a virtual reality helmet.
You know what? I reckon if it keeps Bill happy, it ain't my business. Just don't forget where you came from, partner.
Wouldn't dream of it, Hank. But I'd be lying if I said I didn't consider upgrading to the full-size model. You know, those moments when you really want to feel like the man of the house.
A few moments later. Bobby boy, you sure as hell don't wake up feeling like Pete. Diddy, you're lucky if you wake up with both feet on the floor.
But Dad, I feel like a rich and famous rapper in the morning. You know, full of energy and ready to take on the world.
Oh, brother, please. Bobby thinks he's paid. Didn't because he found a $20 bill in his jeans from last summer. He's no Sean Combs, he's just greasy and poor.
Yeah, and let me tell you something about Pete Diddy. He doesn't wake up feeling like Pete Diddy. He's Pete Diddy. He's a hard-working entrepreneur who's made his own way in the world. Unlike,
Is that even Daddy personally?
Yick, I reckon Bobby's got that youth spirit, even if it ain't the same as the real Puff Daddy.
I don't care what anyone says. When I wake up and see my bank account, I feel like a king. A poor man's king. Maybe, but a king nonetheless. Some you ain't even got a crown. You can't even get one from a fair. That's not royalty, that's television.
Oh, you boys are just jealous because Bobby has more style and pizzazz than all of you combined. He's like a mini celebrity in the making.
Jealous? Hell no, I'm just worried about that boy's head being too full of fantasy. He needs to get his feet on the ground before he ends up sleeping on someone's couch, just like his Uncle Bobby.
I'm not gonna end up on anyone's couch except maybe for a sleepover with Michael Bay, and we'll make an epic movie about my life as P. Diddy.
Mitchell Bay, that guy's a sellout. He'd turn your life into a mess with explosions every 5 minutes. You want reality. No, you don't want Hollywood. Hollywood.
Well, dang, I reckon we all want a piece of that Hollywood, even if it's just a crumb, a buttery, delicious crumb.
I'll take the whole pea. Thank you very much. And I won't share with any of you gents. You can't have your grounded reality. And I'll have my police fantasy. Fantasy feminist, what you need is a good old Texas work ethic. That's how you become someone like me did it, not by dreaming about it.
Cotton, you always say the most stone-toe things, but sometimes it's okay to dream big and feel like a celebrity for a day.
Yeah, I mean, as long as we don't actually have to deal with all that pop rosy nonsense. That stuff is a real buzzkill.
Amen to that, Bill. Keep your dreams in check and both feet on the ground. That way, when you fall, you won't be too far from getting back up.
And another thing, nobody falls harder than when they realize they've been living in a fantasy. Reality has a way of slapping you awake.
Except for me, Peggy. I was born awake with my eyes wide open to the harsh realities of this world, and a good cup of coffee.
Men to that, Dale. A good cup of joe is the best way to start the day, reality or no reality.
I'll take 2 cups, please. One for me and one for you. We both deserve it. You keep on believing that can't mean all that.
A few moments later.
Because they are all ignoring him while he tried to watch his soap operas.
Hey, Cotton, everything all right there? You look like you're about to lose your mind.
Damn right. Think I'm trying to watch my stories here and nobody gives a damn. You all are stupid some bitches.
Oh, Ralph was just mad because he can't find his favorite soap opera on the TV guide.
Yeah? Cotton, why don't you just use that fancy remote of yours to change the channel? It's not like rocket science, you stupid Simbic.
Cotton, my dear neighbor, let me assist you with your television conundrum. Perhaps we can find a solution together. I don't need any help from you, you foreign piece of...
Cotton, language, please. Let's try to be civil here. What's the problem exactly?
The problem is that nobody respects my need for some goddamn damn drama. I'm about ready to strangle a gun and make my own soap opera.
Hey now, Cotton, we wouldn't want that. You know how the authorities feel about goat strangulation in ARLEN.
Oh, Cotton, let's find a show you like together. I'm sure there's something on that will tickle your fancy.
Just shut up and help me find the damn bulb and the beautiful, will you?
You know what, Cotton, maybe if you didn't spend half the day yelling at soap operas, we wouldn't ignore you so much.
Yeah, that's not very nice. We all have our own problems, Cotton. Let's just find a show that everyone can enjoy together.
Fine, but this doesn't get fights, and I'm calling the cable company and giving them a piece of my mind, stupid some bitches.
A few moments later. Hey, Bobby, you gotta be careful with those weed smoking habits of yours. What's this I hear about your last joint being a little too intense?
Yeah, it was supposed to be just a regular blunt, but it turned out to be laced with some heavy-duty stuff. I think they call it... Oh, Bobby, that's not a toad. It's a dangerous substance. You have hurt yourself or someone else.
Help, that's some hurt stuff, man. Turn you into a Superman freak. I should know. I once accidentally started a line of the shit thinking it was just regular old speed.
Yikes I take. Dale, you never learn, do ya? Anyways, Bobby, what did you experience? We start seeing colors no one else could see, or something.
Oh, yeah. Everything was super vivid, and I felt like I could run through walls. But then I started hearing voices in my head telling me to hurt people. That's when I knew it was time to lay off the Hey, Pa, in my day, we didn't have all these fancy synthetic drugs. We made do with what we had. Like SOP buttons from the cactus in my backyard.
Back in my time, we smoked whatever we could get our hands on, and if it was laced, that was just extra bang for your buck. Nowadays, everything's gotta be organic or unlaced. What's the world coming to?
I don't even get why I'll mess with that stuff.
Oh, Bill, you know drugs are a serious issue. We should be supporting those who struggle with addiction, not making light of the situation.
That's the spirit, Luann. And Bobby, you stick to the straight and narrow from now on. We don't want any more of that craziness. Got it? A few moments later.
The grocery store checkout.
You know what really grinds my gears? Getting cut off mid-sentence at the checkout line.
Yeah, Hank, that's so unfair. People should let you finish your stories.
That's because you're a master storyteller, Hank. But most people just want to get their groceries and go.
I don't even bother talking about my theories at the checkout. They never listen anyway.
Man to that, Dale. It's like cashier. Sir, your total is $37.62. Please proceed to the next available register.
I find it quite rude. Hank, in India, we engage in pleasant conversation even while waiting in line. Hell, I don't even talk at the checkout. I just run forward like a damn caveman.
That's because you are damn caveman. Cotton.
Maybe you should try to be more concise, Hank. Like, good morning, ma'am. Here's my stuff, instead of the whole history of the animal.
Concise, huh? I suppose I could give a quick synopsis of my thoughts, but where's the fun in that?
Maybe you should start a blog, Hank. Then people can read your epic tales at their leisure.
Blog. That's just another word for fancy diary.
A most excellent suggestion. Yeah, Hank could regale us with his adventures in the digital realm. As long as it don't interfere with my time, I'm all for it.
Yeah, let's get those stories out there where they can do some good, maybe even make a little dough.
Oh, Bill, you always have to turn everything into a business opportunity.
He's not wrong, though. If Hank's stories would support our lifestyle, I'd be all for it.
Well, I'll think about it, but for now, I guess I'll just have to accept the interruptions. It's part of the ARLEN charm.
Or we could start a revolution, Hank. A checkout line storytelling rebellion.
Now there's an idea that'd get me fired up. Fuck yeah, let's tell them how. One grocery line at a time.
I believe we are onto something. Gentlemen, the revolution. Hell, count me as long as it don't stick to them line I'm with you fellas.
All right, let's make Arlen listen to our stories, because you're out of time.
This is going to be a disaster.
All right, y'all, let's not get carried away. We're not starting a revolution here, just trying to get a word in edgewise. A few moments later.
And everyone's trying to figure out what noise he's talking about.
Hey, Dale, have you heard that racket again from next door? It sounds like they're at it again with those blasted bagpipes.
Yeah, Hank, I hear it too. Fuck that noise.
The language. You know how Hank feels about that kind of talk around the kids.
I like the bagpipes, Dad. They're cultural and stuff.
Cultural my ass, Bobby. Fuck that noise.
Y'all fixated on them pipes. There's another ruckus afoot. Fuck that cacophony.
What is this fixation on nose polishing? Fellas, I find the bagpipes quite soothing, actually. And the and you find a jackhammer at midnight soothing if it means you could sleep with my sister.
Think for yourself, Cotton, partial to the sound of silence. That when one of our health kicks and that blender starts up.
Gentlemen, can we not just come to a consensus and maybe ask our neighbors to keep it down? It's not fair to the rest of us.
Consensus, come on, sis. I say we take matters into our own hands. Fuck that noise.
Dale, we are not vigilantes. We'll handle this like civilized people after we figure out what the hell noise Boomhauer is on about now.
Yet, oh, it's just the sound of your collective frustration grating on my nerves. Fuck that.
Can we please just call the city and report this? It's getting out of hand.
Good idea, Peggy. I'm on it. You got that number, partner. Let's put a stop to this symphony of dissonance. Fuck yeah.
A few moments later.
Before his voice changing now, he's stuck being Boomhauer.
Before his voice changing now, he's stuck being Boomhauer.
All right, y'all gather round. Got something I gotta run by you.
Oh boy, an adventure. Is it a quest for the ultimate cheesy goodness?
Your father's about to lay down some serious concerns. Listen up.
Yeah, let's hear it. As long as it ain't about my snoring, I'm all ears.
Well, now that we're all here, let me take a stroll down memory lane. You'll remember loud hair, my old self before the old vocal cords decided to go all hellbilly bob on me.
Louder! Like the volume of sound you made? Or was it just your actual decibel level? I never could stand that boy Zeppelin even. Back then he wouldn't shut up.
Rodden, you and your dislike for Boomhauer's mouth newsflash. The guy can't help it.
Bill, it's sweet how much you defend him. You two are like peas and carrots. His brother was a load-wanted hillbilly.
Now, what Boomhauer's trying to say is that he misses being Ludhauer sometimes. Wishes he could turn the volume up again.
Damn straight, Hank. I was the king of the hell back then, in more ways than one. Could have been a rock star, but now I'm just Boomhauer. The guy with the quiet voice, fuck.
Man, I can relate. Remember when my hair was full and thick? Now it's just this pathetic combo over. Life's a bitch and then you're balding.
Well, I think Boomhauer's just being dramatic. He still has that big personality. Lois be damned.
Dramatic? My ass! He's a change man. Like a butterfly emerging from its chrysalis. But instead of wings, it's a vocal range that got clipped. I never did like that faggy way it talks now, always was partial to the silence.
Silence, that's the quiet before the storm, Cotton, and you just might find yourself drowning in my words someday.
Oh, Boomhauer, you always have a way with words, even if they are loud or soft.
Ain't wrong with Boomhauer's styles, any? Like if I'm one that's gone through one too many corkscrews.
All right, y'all. Let's not get into a debate about Boomhauer's voice. He's still our boy, no matter how he sounds.
Ain't that the God's honest truth? I'm still me, just with a little less oomph behind each syllable. But hey, it's what it is. Let's roll with the changes and keep on keeping on, I hear.
A few moments later.
With a bowl of chips every single time, without fail.
Bill, Cotton, Boomhauer, what is it with you boys and this table? Every time I turn around, one of yous is walking into it like it's an invisible force field or something.
Yeah, Dad, it's like they're considered by the chips here.
And why do you think that is? Because I spend hours preparing those chips, and you treat the table like it's an enemy in a video game.
It's like a rite of passage, Hank. You know about to become a full-fledged ARLEN when you walk into that table at least once.
Perhaps it is destiny. All paths are forever and they chip more. It's the circle of life, my friend. I never thought about it much, just a freak that said it every single time.
It's like we're all on a treadmill, trying to grab a chip mid-stride. It's bound to happen.
It happens to the best of us. Maybe we should just put a bell on the bowl. Problem solved.
We could move the table to a different room. Problem house solved, right?
A bell or moving the table? That's your solution? We're not fighting spaceship here, ladies.
I just want to enjoy my chips without having to replace the bowl every other day.
Maybe we should start a bet, fellas. How many times can each of us walk into that table before the season's end? Winner gets first dibs on the last bag of chips.
I'm in, my friend. It's like Donkey Kong. I reckon I'd be the champ, but only if we count the times I've saved someone else from walking into it. That counts, right?
Count my saves. Cotton, count them.
Now just stay out of the way. Less table time means less chance of a walk-in. I'm all about that strategy.
Well, whatever we decide, let's try to keep the peace and the chips bowl intact.
Fine, we'll try to be more careful, but if I catch even one of you walking to that table on purpose.
That's it, Hank. No chip table contact for a week.
A few moments later.
He when he comes to.
You'll ever have one of those moments where you just space out, like totally disconnect from reality.
Son, that's what we call a strokio. Bill here gets 'em all the time.
It's true. The minute I'm doing the crossword, next thing I know, I'm babbling like some sort of possessed bubblegum machine.
That's because your subconscious is trying to tell you something, Bill. Maybe it's the universe way of saying, hey, you're an idiot. That's because your subconscious is trying to tell you something.
Dale, be nice. It could be a medical condition, not just idiocy. Medical, I reckon it's a government mind control program. They're using Bill as a test subject for their Bublicious Man project. Yale, hellfire, that'd explain a lot, like why he always has that weird sheen on his forehead. I know, understand, why say bub then come back.
Son, that's the sound Bill makes when he's wrestling with them demons in his head. It's his battle cry.
A few moments later. All right, yo, I've been thinking we need to get a new AC unit before it gets any hotter out there. Pissing, shitting, and farting outside ain't no way to live.
Dad, can we get one of those eco-friendly ones? You know, for the environment.
Eco-friendly, huh? Well, I reckon that'll do as long as it keeps the house from turning to an oven. Piss off the planet if you have to, just keep it cool in here.
Hey, Hank, have you ever considered that maybe we're all just meant to sweat it out like our forefathers? It's character building, you know.
Dale, your character is about as solid as your last business venture. We need air conduit in it, and that's final.
You're in one sleeping in blankets when it's 100 degrees. That is like trying to milk a bull. In natural, it sure as hell don't make sense.
Oh, gentlemen, let's not fight over this. I think a new AC unit is a great idea. Maybe we can do it so we don't wake up the baby.
Piss on a quiet AC. If it don't keep the house cold enough to make the ice cubes sweat, it ain't worth a dime.
Hank, language. We have a child in this house. And besides, we need something that works efficiently, not something that farts out warm air and costs a fortune to run.
Peggy's right, Hank. Let's not be barbarians about this. A little bit of planning, and we can have a system that doesn't make the whole house smell like a pair of dirty underwear after a long day's work.
Fine, we'll find one that doesn't stink up the joint, but I swear on my grandpa's grave, if it ain't cool enough to lick the walls, you're all gonna hear about it. Piss off, y'all. A few moments later.